Alrighty guys, welcome back to another vlog. We are on our way to work and it is Friday. What is today? February the 7th. So I'm headed to work and this is going to be hopefully another really good vlog, so be sure to stick around. Charlie is working tomorrow. He's supposed to, unless they cancel it. So he's working tomorrow, so I will be home again by myself. My plan is to get groceries, do a little shopping, maybe try to go get Charlie some stuff for Valentine's Day and his birthday. I'm thinking about putting together like a little basket for him. I also need to get the kids something for Valentine's Day as well, because I will have them next weekend, which is Valentine's Day weekend. So yeah, we got some Valentine's Day shopping to do. By the time this video comes out, it will be after Valentine's Day. So it doesn't matter if Charlie sees this. I don't really know if he actually watches my videos. Probably not. But anyway, I am headed to work, and y'all, I'm so glad that it is the weekend. I'm so glad that I'm finally feeling better. I don't know if you can tell from my voice. I've still been coughing just a little bit this week, but overall, I'm feeling good. Earlier in the week, I was pretty tired, but we have finished up our month end. And yeah, just looking forward kind of to a relaxing / semi-productive weekend, because y'all, you want to know what I really want to do? I really want to stay home and just rot. Like, I just really want to stay home and lounge and, you know, just lay around. But I do have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done tomorrow. If I get up early enough, I may try to go to my Weight Watchers meeting instead of trying to go next Thursday, so that I can actually stay for the meeting. One thing that I need to do is like really go in and check the points of certain foods. Somebody commented on one of my videos that ground beef is 0, and I really don't track since I'm in maintenance. That's one thing that I just try to eat like intuitively and kind of eat following the same principles from the original Blue plan. That's what I still follow in my head, but I need to, maybe that's something that I will do. Maybe I will get online and download like a list of 0-point foods just to double check and see, because that will really make a difference in some of the recipes. Because like I said, I've been trying to eat a little bit more ground beef, just to get the iron and not do as much ground turkey. Even though I still love my ground turkey, y'all, there's nothing wrong with it. I think almost that it's better, personally. You just got to season it. You got to season that chicken breast. You got to season that turkey. Don't be afraid of those seasonings. And yeah, anyway, so if I make it up, the Weight Watchers meeting is like at 8 a.m. So weigh-in is from like 7:30 to 8 a.m. That's one reason that one is hard for me. I don't know if I want to set an alarm and get up, but sometimes whenever Charlie has to go to work, I will just kind of wake up with him, and he'll probably get up around 5 or 5:30. But sometimes on Saturdays too. It also depends on if I get my cash stuffing and budgeting video and everything recorded tonight, and not do it in the morning. And it probably will be better if I do that tonight. And I may do that tonight just because it would be easier for me tomorrow to go ahead and knock that out. I actually have 2 videos that I need to record. One is going to be my first cash condensing, which you probably will have already seen if you watched those videos prior to this video. And then my first cash stuffing for February, because today is the first Friday in February. So I'm a little bit behind, but that's because of month end this week, but that's okay. We're going to get caught up, and I kind of need to do all of that tonight because I need to go to the bank. I'm probably going to go at lunch because, y'all, it's already 8 after 8. So I need to be getting to work. So I need to go out at lunch and go to the bank and get my cash. This week I did not get paid, just Charlie, and I still budget weekly because he gets paid weekly, I get paid bi-weekly. So kind of every other week the budget is a little bigger than the others. So that's kind of the way that I do my budget. Well, I need to get those done tonight, so hopefully I can. It's just going to be like a normal Friday night because Charlie's going to want to go to bed like normal, because sometimes on the weekends we stay up, but honestly, y'all, we'll end up taking like a long nap. I will this Saturday. Charlie will have to work, but Charlie naps with me on the weekends. We've been so tired lately. Honestly, I'm ready for spring and summer. I guess I'm just ready for some better weather, because when it's like so cold, it is so hard on my body. I don't know what the temperature is like where you are, but here right now it's 44 degrees, and I'm not mad about that. I'm actually fairly comfortable. I'm not even wearing a jacket today. I just have on like a t-shirt and a sweater. It is Casual Friday, so I'm wearing my jeans, and I think that I'm going to be comfortable today. Now, is it supposed to rain today? Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of been a little bit of a rainy week this week, but right now it's not raining. Hope that it doesn't rain when I go out at lunch, because I hate to go out at lunch. I'm going to be honest. I always bring my lunch every day, unless we have something special planned at work. Then I'm going to bring my lunch. And usually on those days, I still bring my lunch just in case, and then I'll just eat it the following day. But today is Pizza Friday. I always make one of my, I think it's a 4-point pizza on Fridays, and then just have that with my fruit. I usually just get enough turkey breast to last me 4 days. I get 3/4 of a pound, and that gives me 4 sandwiches, and also the dogs and Luna likes to have a little bite of turkey whenever I make my sandwiches in the mornings. So yeah, I have to have enough to share with them a little bit. So on Fridays, it is Pizza Friday. I feel like that is a little bit of a treat. But anyway, I will probably chat with y'all a lot tomorrow and just take y'all through the day with me. We will see what we get done. Again, grocery shopping is on the list. Possibly going to my Weight Watchers meeting if I get up and get ready. I wish that the meeting was a little bit later in the day, but I get it that people want to go and get weighed in early and, you know, have the whole Saturday. But if I did that, if I get up and go to that Weight Watchers meeting, it is close to Target, and I could go to Target and get Charlie's Valentine's stuff. Although, I will probably have to use my Target debit card there to save my 5%, which means I will have to deposit the money back into my checking account. That's the only bad thing about that Target debit card. I don't like to use a debit card. I'm going to be honest. I don't really use my debit card for my checking account. I have one, and I have a couple of bills kind of set up on an automatic payment. But I stopped using my debit card because I don't feel like it is as safe as using a credit card. Now, again, I am into budgeting, but I do pay my credit card off pretty much every week. I am using it a lot less since I'm paying cash for everything now. But I do not believe that people should use a debit card. And that's just my personal belief. I do think that using a credit card is safer, just in case somebody gets a hold of your card information. To me, it is much easier to turn off that credit card than then wipe out your bank account and you not have any money. So that is my advice on that. I definitely prefer to use a credit card. I do have the Target debit card that debits my account. I've had it for a long time. I actually got a letter in the mail from Target. It's like, hey, you haven't used your debit card in so long. Have you lost it? Just call this number and we can send you another one. No, I ain't lost it. I hadn't been shopping. So I thought that was kind of funny. But I do feel like Target might be a good place, and there's a TJ Maxx there to pick up some gifts. So maybe I'll get up in the morning and try to do that. But I'm almost to work. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. The sun, of course, is shining right in my face, as it usually does in the car. And then we will pick back up either tonight or in the morning. And I think that y'all liked my really long chatty vlog. If y'all did not watch that one, it's a little bit over an hour, but y'all, it is a good vlog. So I will try to link it up here, whichever side it is, if you want to go watch that one. It was a fun one. I did a lot. I chatted a lot. and it's a good time. So anyway, see y'all in a little bit. Alrighty guys, it is a Friday night. I just got home. I literally just said this whole little spiel to y'all, and then my screen went blank and I realized it was not recording. So anyway, it has been a long work week. I just unpacked my lunchbox and was getting ready to show y'all my little Marshall's haul. And sorry if you hear the dogs barking. They're outside. Charlie's not home yet, and they're always excited and barking. I'll have to stop and let them in a moment. But I did go to Marshall's today, and I spent a total of almost $130. So anyway, I wanted to do a quick little Marshall's haul, and I just kind of got some basic stuff. I got kind of one outfit, but I did just pick up a black and white tank top. I wear like these things to work all the time, just under clothes to layer. This is by Rachel Zoe, which if y'all do not shop at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, she has a lot of nice stuff. I also got a pair, and this is kind of out of my comfort zone. These are pants. Y'all know I usually always just wear black pants, but these have like a navy blue pinstripe on them, and I thought that they were super cute. They're Rachel Zoe as well, and we'll see. They're almost like a linen material, but they feel kind of stretchy. I'm not a fan of linen in any way, so we will see. I asked a girl that worked there if this was a blue or black stripe, because I literally could not tell, and she thought that it was blue. So I did get this navy blue top to wear with it, and this will be an outfit that I'll wear more in the spring, but I thought this would be hopefully kind of cute. I'm definitely going to try that on before I take the tags off to see if I really do like it. And then I never have enough pairs of black pants. Of course, I have to get a pair of black pants every time I go. So I got these. I don't know what brand this is. Oh, Jones, New York. I thought, what is JNY? And I love comfortable clothes, y'all. They literally are just pull-on pants. It's the way I like most of my clothes. I want to be cute, but comfortable. So I never really buy anything that is uncomfortable. How is this in here? I did get some pajamas, which is something that I didn't really need. Oh, okay. I got this 4-piece set of pajamas. And so it's got 2 t-shirts, because I really just love to wear t-shirts. And then it's got 2 pairs of shorts. And this is that Life is Good brand. And they just feel really soft. And I love stuff like this, so I will probably change into one of these tonight. We will see. And then, what did I get? Oh, I need a new hand soap for my bathroom. And I've been going to Bath & Body Works and getting soap, but I thought that I would kind of smell the soaps that they had there. And I didn't really like the way any of them smell, except I did think this one smelled kind of good. Raw sugar. I don't want to open it and smell it right now. I swear I could not hardly get the lid back on, and then I made sure that the girl put it in a completely separate bag. So I'm going to throw that bag away and put that in the bathroom. And then I got me just another shower curtain and shower curtain liner for my bathroom, which I am trying to save some money for renovations, and that's one thing that I would like to do, is to put a glass shower door up. So Maya always chews on my liners, so there's a bunch of little teeth marks on the bottom of the liner, so I always have to replace that. And then I saw this DKNY shower curtain that I thought was kind of cute. I've just had a plain white shower curtain hanging up for a while. This one, this kind of has a little floral pattern, if you can see the picture on there, but still kind of neutral. And it's also got beige and gray in it. So that's why I thought that I would get that. And that, is that Charlie? Oh, Charlie must be here. I guess he's pulling the trash cans in. I thought, what is that noise? So anyway, that is my little Marshall's haul. I'm going to go ahead and kind of put this stuff away. Charlie's fixing to come in here, and I'm going to be right in his way with all of my mess. But I will probably pick back up in the morning. I have a couple of budgeting videos that I need to record upstairs. I definitely need to put some nails on, y'all. Look at these. My nails came off the other day, and I have just been too tired every night to even fool with it. So tonight my plan is to sit and get my nails on, And then as long as they didn't cancel, Charlie will be working tomorrow, so we might be chatting a lot. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. We are back here getting ready to pick out our meals for the week. Say hi, Sophie. Sophie and Ozzy just got through eating their food. I'll put a little clip here. I just recorded them because every time I put their food out, Ozzy is always so ready to eat, and Sophie waits. Ozzy like laps his food up immediately, and she sits there and growls at him the whole time. It's hilarious. At least I think so. Sophie, eat. Anyway, I've not been up long. Don't look at my face. But I kind of liked my video that I did a couple of weeks ago. It's a really good vlog. Hang on, let me let Ozzy in. He had to go out. He's at the back door. All right, Ozzy is in finally. I had to call him in because he'll be out there like chasing rabbits and whatnot. So I'm gonna see if I can see y'all. I actually just paused the camera and turned it back on because I got to noticing that my lens was like so dirty. So hopefully it's a little bit better. I don't know. I can't really see that well anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I can see, but it's just hard for me to see like things like that. But the way that this lamp light was hitting the lens, I was like, it's like super dirty. So I have this like little thing. I'll show you. I put it back up, but this little thing you can use to clean like your phone or whatever. And my phone probably needs to be clean. And you do just spray it on there. Y'all see the little mist? And then you can actually use this to wipe it off. And then you can just rotate it around. I got this cheap on Amazon a long time ago. I mostly use it to clean my iPad because, especially like when the kids come over, they like to, I won't let them eat in here in the living room because they make such a mess. So they will eat in the kitchen, usually sitting at the counter. And anyway, there, see, that cleaned that all up. But obviously I couldn't wipe the lens off with this thing, so I just used my little Costco glasses cleaning cloth that I leave over here. Costco has the best little cleaning cloths, by the way. So I just sprayed this with a little bit of whatever this stuff is in here and clean the lens. But anyway, handy little thing. I've had it forever, and I don't know if it's still got a lot in it or not. It's hard to tell. Anywho, I came here to talk about my meals for the week. So I think I'm gonna make a Southwest chicken and rice bowl. There's this one guy, he's on TikTok. He makes a lot of what I consider like bro meals, you know. He has a weight loss cookbook out. What is his name? Johnny Hadac, Hadac. Anyway, this looks pretty good. I thought about making like my chicken fajitas this week because I haven't made them in a while. So I think I'm gonna make this because it looks pretty simple. He puts it in the crock pot. I'm not going to play the whole video, but it's basically chicken breast, taco seasoning, 2 bell peppers, and an onion, which I will not do the onion. I'm just going to do 3 bell peppers, 2 jalapeno peppers, 3 Roma tomatoes diced up, or a 30-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to go with the can just because Charlie has to work today, and Charlie does all of my prep. And I feel like dicing up the Roma tomatoes, if I can save him that step since he's working today, that way he doesn't have too much prep tomorrow. Anyway, a can of rinsed black beans. Do you put that in a crock pot? I can't remember.
Next to your crock pot on high heat, add 2 pounds of chicken breast with 1 1-ounce packet of taco seasoning, your diced veggies with 1 15-ounce can of rinsed black beans. Give your ingredients a good stir and let this cook on high for 4 hours or on low for 6. Next, to make our cheese sauce, add 1 cup of low-fat cottage cheese to a blender.
I'll
with 2
use
cups
fat-free
of Mexican shredded cheese with 1 lime of lime juice. Give this a good blend. After 4 hours, shred your chicken with 2 forks. Add your cheese sauce. Next, split your chicken evenly between 6 meal prep containers. For one serving size is 1 1/2 cups. And finish these up with 1/2 cup of cooked rice. You can enjoy this meal prep for only 550 calories.
Okay, so I don't think that I'm gonna do the rice. I could, but I will probably, do I want to do regular rice? I have so much rice to get rid of. I could also, okay, if y'all are at a different angle, then my memory card just got full. It just suddenly stopped recording, so I forgot what I was saying. I think I was talking about rice. Anyway, I could do my seasoned rice with it, but I do like the cauliflower rice. I'll probably do the cauliflower rice because I like to eat chips with it. Yeah, I'll do the cauliflower rice and make that. So let me get my little grocery list here. So again, I just have my regular grocery list. Let me see if it'll focus. Okay, there we go. So I have my regular little grocery list, and I just go through. I've got the little bubbles here, and so whenever I go shopping, I can check one off. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, so I checked off the cantaloupe. If you can see that, it's not going to focus again. Okay, so there, I've got the little bubbles there, and so I can go through my list as I go through the store and check everything off. Now, I do like go through and uncheck everything, and then as I'm going through the grocery store, I will just check everything off. And if it's something that I don't need, then I kind of know in my head, you know, like our basics. So I'm going to get 2 jalapenos, 30-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I don't know if I'm going to get chicken breast or not. I always have that on there. I did add extra bell peppers because we always get 3 for our egg bites, and so I did add 3 more since I'm not going to do the onion. I definitely need some fat-free cottage cheese, which I already have that on here because I use that in my egg bites. Mexican cheese. I'm also going to put cauliflower rice and rotel. I think that will be good, and I will just probably use my divided meal prep containers and put the chicken mixture on one side, and then we can also eat these. Charlie usually likes to eat his with like wraps or whatever and kind of do like a true fajita, but I thought that might be easier than doing like the fajitas on the stovetop like I normally do. But anyway, so that's going to be one of my meals. I still need to decide the other one. This one will be kind of a new meal, something I haven't made before, and it's really going to be pretty low in points. The only thing that's going to count points in this whole meal is going to be the cheese. So I think that's pretty good. And then the baked Tostitos that I will eat. So that's going to be one of my meals. I think that'll be good. It'll be something I can just throw in the crock pot and then literally just shred the chicken and plate it up. Once you add that cheese mixture, I've never tried that, like the Mexican cheese blended with the cottage cheese. I've done a recipe before with blended cottage cheese. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. It's almost 8 o'clock, and I need to go upstairs and film my cash stuffing video because I have my cash. And before I go to the grocery store, I need to get that done. I'm also going to do like my first cash condensing because I have so many small bills in like all of my sinking funds. So I'm going to, I withdrew $1,400, and I'm going to basically take $1,400 back to the bank for that and put it back into my savings account and just do like a bill swap. So I need to do both of those videos. I also need to get a shower and get ready, which I may do that first, just because y'all know I don't like to be on camera with no makeup on. Anyway, I'm going to, I think, go in here and get busy. Maya's sitting behind the camera, y'all. She looks so mad. Are you mad, Maya? She's up on the coffee table. She loves to sit up on the coffee table. She wouldn't even get off of it for me to lift it up, and she's pretty heavy. Oh, I did put new nails on last night. These are some that I got in my TJ Maxx haul a couple of weeks ago. These are nail reformation, so we'll see how I like them. They're pretty long, but I kind of did this purpley chrome color. I don't really know what the color is. I bought 3 packs that day at TJ Maxx, and I thought these would be pretty for February for Valentine's Day. The other ones, one is just like a neutral that would be good for any time, and one is like a neutral with like a black tip on it. And those look really long, which I am getting more used to wearing the long nails and working. Sorry if the table's shaking. Maya's moving. Maya, what you doing? Come here. Maya likes to sit in my lap and get a drink of coffee. Look at this huge coffee cup. And yes, I filled it all the way up with coffee because then I can just make 1 cup and this will last me all morning and it does not get cold. I have smaller cups that I will use during the week, those reduced cups. Maya, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, you big girl. She does not like to be picked up or told what to do, but she can't just stand. Okay, there she is. Back up there behind y'all. Anyway, I got this at either TJ Maxx or Marshall's around Christmas, and it comes with 2 lids. It does come with the straw, and I have a couple of these cups that, now that I think about it, I could probably order lids for it. But what's handy about it, like I'm going to go upstairs later, so that's why I chose this one, because then I can just tote this up there with me and have my coffee while I record my video, because whenever I'm recording those cash videos, I do a lot of talking. Well, I do a lot of talking anyway, but if I don't take something to drink up there with me, then it's almost like my mouth and throat get super dry. And some things, like I'll have to take like my wallet up there with me, my cash, things like that. So, and I usually take, and I usually also take like my laptop, which I always carry my MacBook around in like a backpack because I take it back and forth to work with me. So I'll have to take all of that stuff, and sometimes I will forget to take a drink. And y'all, I totally regret it whenever I do that because your girl's thirsty. Maya, I don't know what she's doing. I think she's mad because y'all are sitting there, the camera, and she wants to be exactly where y'all are. If I'm sitting here and I get my laptop out, if I hold it in my lap, she immediately wants to get in my lap. If I am doing anything, she wants to get in my lap. But anyway, I love her. She's my girl. She's my good big girl. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to stop chatting for now, I believe. I need to still decide on my other meal if I want to try something else new. It's always a struggle. I'm glad that I don't have to think about this every single day of the week. So I know that some of y'all don't like the way that I meal prep and just kind of eat the same thing all week. But y'all, I literally would not be able to come up with 5 meals. I would just end up eating whatever. I mean, and you know, we used to do that years ago. It's like we would always try to cook something different for the kids or whatever. But once I started meal prepping like this, it is a little bit of a pain to do it on Sundays. And Sunday is kind of like a work day for me, but I guess I'm so used to it at this point. You know, I just know I got to get in there and get it done. Now, one thing that I do is I do try to, I have cut down on the length of time, because when I first started recording these videos and doing like the full meal preps that I used to record every Sunday, it would literally take me all day long, because I would get up, I would get ready, Charlie would have to do all of that prep. It took me a long time to set up and record everything, which now I've kind of gotten a little bit quicker and, you know, record less instead of so much of the whole process. But it's a job. And I try to do it in like 2 hours. So, you know, in 2 hours, I can prep my food for the entire week. One thing I'm trying to do now that I'm thinking about it is clean out my pantry. So, you know, hush, hush, hush. Oh my gosh. When Charlie's not here, stop. Hush. Nobody's here. I don't think. The dogs will literally bark all day long when Charlie's not here. It kind of drives me crazy. They hear like the slightest little sound. I don't know if they think that it's somebody coming in here to get me or if they think that it's him coming home. But this is what they do. They run back and forth and bark. Like when I go get a shower, they'll just be out here barking at random things. Like I never know. And sometimes it'll be like aggressive barking like that. Like they'll hear some little something and freak out about it. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was talking about again, but oh, cleaning out my pantry. So I need to look and see, because I made like a banana bread last week because I found one of those 0 sugar cake mixes in my pantry and used that up. A couple of weeks ago, I found an old spice cake and some cream cheese icing in the pantry, and I made that into some pumpkin muffins, which we ate that up. It lasted all week. It was fine, even though that cream cheese icing had expired a year ago. I know that I have some of those chocolate cakes, and I do think that there is one Diet Dr. Pepper that's probably a year old as well. See, I kind of got out of the habit of making a dessert, partially because I just didn't want to fool with it, and then like having the Ninja Creamy, then if I want something, I always kind of have like a creamy in the freezer ready to pull out at any time. And one thing that I've noticed is I've wasted some Fairlife milk over the past couple of weeks because, or not the past couple of weeks, the past couple of months. The past couple of months because it goes bad. You know, it's regular milk. That's one difference in the Fairlife milk and the almond milk. Somebody asked me one time if I'm still using the almond milk. Here's Sophie. And I do use the almond milk for my coffee, and so usually I just use the Fairlife and my Ninja Creamy. If I eat a creamy this weekend, I'm going to have to open a new Fairlife milk, and I think I'm going to try that in my coffee in the mornings and see how it does with my stomach, which this is lactose free, but yeah, it will have a pretty long expiration date far out, but once you open that, it does not stay good like the almond milk does. So we'll see if I want to switch over to just using the Fairlife milk. Then I can just buy one milk, because I mean, like if I buy an almond milk, it's like $5, and then if I get a Fairlife milk, it's $5. And I feel like the Fairlife milk needs to be used up within a week or whatever. So that is a little bit of a struggle that I've had, because but it is starting to warm up now. It's just been so cold that I haven't really wanted to do the creamy, so that's one reason I've been like trying to clean out some of these old desserts and stuff, and as it gets warmer, then I will want my creamy. But some nights I've been just so frozen that the thought of making a creamy sounds horrendous because it's really cold. Anyway, I'm going to stop chatting now, and we'll see where the day takes us. It's like I want to do everything and nothing all at the same time, because I never really get like a full day to myself. The last time that Charlie worked, the kids ended up coming, so I was like in a hurry to get up and get my groceries and get back and all that. I'm not necessarily in a hurry this morning, and like I said, I need to get ready, and then I also need to go upstairs and film my cash stuffing video and my cash condensing video, which hopefully those don't take too long. And then, yeah, that's what's on the agenda for the day. So, talk to you in a bit. Alrighty guys, I'm finally ready to leave to go get groceries. It is 12:16. It took me forever to get ready and to get my 2 cash videos completed. I did the condensing, and then I did my regular cash stuffing so that I could have my envelopes filled and be ready to shop today. But look at this. This is from my condensing. I started with 14 $100 bills, so that's super satisfying. This will go back to the bank. I am not taking that with me when I go to the grocery store. I'm going to leave it here. I'm just taking my cash envelopes. It's in my wallet. I did pick up my other meal. That's one thing that I was going to touch base on real quick before I leave. And it is going to be an Asian meal with ground beef and ramen. So I don't really know what kind of ramen Publix has, but if I have to, then I'll just buy like a pack of the cheap ramen noodles. You're not going to use the packets or anything in there, just the ramen. So we'll see how that turns out. It looked kind of interesting. I do need to check to see if I have hoisin sauce. I used to. I don't know if I do or not, because that needs soy sauce. It also needs maybe a little bit of this. I can't remember if it was that or not, but I used to have the hoisin. No, that's oyster sauce. Teriyaki. Okay, so I do need the hoisin, but I don't need soy sauce. Let's see here. Need to get Charlie some cookies and probably his coffee creamer, which he just uses half and half. All right, I think I have everything on my list that I need. I don't need any of my little Unreal bars. I have a bunch of those, unless they're like buy one, get one. I do like to eat those. And that's these little things, they're good. Very low in sugar. So yeah, that's gonna be my 2 meals. I don't think I'm gonna make a dessert this week. I have the past couple of weeks. I do have a chocolate cake mix. I don't have to buy anything for it, that I could mix the Diet Dr. Pepper in and make those chocolate muffins. But I might wait a week or two and then do that, because for 2 weeks in a row, I've kind of made like the pumpkin muffins and then the banana bread. So I think I'll take this week off from making dessert, because I have 2 new meals to cook tomorrow. Sometimes a new meal takes me a little bit longer because I have to try to figure out exactly how I'm going to make it. Anyway, I need to go because I need to go get groceries. I may pick me up something for lunch and then come back, or maybe I can make one of my pizzas for lunch whenever I come back. We'll see. All right, I'm going to go. You'll see me when I come back with the groceries. Alrighty, you guys, I am back from the grocery store. I spent quite a bit of money. It was like $255, something like that. So anyway, let me swap out this battery, and then I'll just quickly show y'all a few of the items that I picked up today. Okay, so I had to let the dogs in. I had to swap out my battery, all of that good stuff. So let's see what I got here. So I did pick up the hoisin sauce, which a lot of the items that I picked up were on sale, but something that I thought was hilarious. You know, I said I would get some cheap ramen noodles. Well, apparently Publix doesn't have that, or at least I couldn't find any. So I got these, which they actually look pretty good, and they're kind of bigger packs, so we'll see. Anyway, $9.99. I was looking for something that was like, you know, $1 or $2. But whatever, it's fine. I got my normal fruits and everything, my pineapple. I did get Charlie a Valentine's Day card, so I'm gonna make a bag. I did get that for him. I also got the kids each one of the little cheap Valentine heart things, since I'll have them next weekend. And I think I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree one day this week after work and just pick them up a few little things. They honestly need nothing. They got so much stuff for Christmas, but sometimes they like those little cheap toys. So what else did I get? Where's Charlie's? I got Charlie's some Whitman's chocolate because it was buy one get one free. Where did it go? Oh, well, I'll find it in a minute. I did get 2 of these Chobani coffee creamers because they were on sale, buy one, get one free. I got one a couple of weeks ago, and I still have some of it left. When I first tasted it, I thought, oh, I don't like it as well as my Italian sweet cream that I normally drink. But then, after I started drinking it a little bit more, I freaking love it. I think that I like it more. So I thought, I'm going to get me one of those today. And then when I got there, it was buy one, get one free. Now, I did go ahead and get 2 of them. So if I see something that's buy one, get one free, which actually that Hallmark card was buy one, get one free. Thank goodness, because it was $8.99. That is ridiculous. So I did get it for $4.50. I think cards, personally, are a waste of money. But whatever. These were actually buy one, get one free. These little chicken pot stickers. I did not get the egg rolls the last time, and it's been a long time since I've made any kind of Asian meal. But the last time that I tried those egg rolls, they tasted funny to me. And I thought that it was my taste buds, but they tasted funny to Charlie too. So anyway, this is the frozen stir fry that I got to go with my ramen that I'm going to make this week. I got 2 bags of that. I did pick up this Argento Mexican blend cheese because this was buy one, get one free. And this is for that other meal, whatever it's called. Kind of like a Southwest chicken crock pot fajita thing, whatever it was. Did I get anything else fun? I got ground beef, some chicken. Oh, I did get some more of these my mochi things. This is the Dulce de Leche, and I have tried this one before. I do kind of like these little things. Oh, I love those little True Fruit chocolate covered strawberry things, and they were buy one get one free. They were out of stock, and the girl at the register told me that I could go up to customer service and get a rain check so that I could get them at that price next week, and I forgot. So I think tomorrow I may send Charlie up there and see if they have them in stock, and if not, then get me a rain check. I got me a bunch of Honeycrisp apples, y'all. If y'all have not tried the Honeycrisp apples, try them. They're so good. It's literally one of my favorite things. I actually think that for lunch I'm gonna have one of those and maybe like a Fiber One bar or something, because I don't really want to waste time cooking. It's almost 2 o'clock. And I don't want to go pick up lunch and then not be hungry to eat if Charlie wants to get something to eat later. So I think I'm just going to snack. I'm thinking I'm going to have an apple, maybe a Fiber One bar, and just maybe just take the apple with me and eat it in the car or whatever. I need to go to Michael's. I need to go to JCPenney's. And I really wanted to go to Target and TJ Maxx. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that all of the stuff together for Charlie's basket today or not. I don't know what time he gets off work. And anyway, yeah, I don't think I got anything else fun or new. Here's the chocolates I got for Charlie for Valentine's Day, which I know this is kind of basic, but I mean, we're pretty basic people. But they were buy one, get one free. So he's getting Whitman's chocolate. So all of the little Valentine's Day stuff I'm going to go put away in my closet possibly. I'm just going to tie it up in a bag. That way he doesn't see it. We really don't exchange a lot of birthday gifts and Valentine's Day gifts and stuff. But I am going to try to get him some stuff. I don't know if I'll do the basket or not. We'll see if that happens. I'm feeling out of time, so I guess I probably need to stop talking. The rest of my stuff is just my normal stuff. Bacon, coffee creamer, cottage cheese, boring stuff. Okay, I'm going to put this away and get me a little snack and everything together and just head back on out, because honestly I could lay down and take a nap at this point, but I really don't want to yet. I would rather go and come back and just take a late nap or something, and then get up and order some food, or have Charlie go pick up some food later. We'll see. Maybe he'll get home in time to nap with me. Alrighty guys, I am back home. I'm ready to take my nap. It's literally almost 4 o'clock, but I thought I would just show y'all my little JCPenney's haul, which I had a gift card, and I tried to use all of it because I don't really shop at JCPenney's a lot. And I think I have $2 left on the gift card. I didn't want to go over, so I bought some things, and then I went into the little makeup thing. It used to be Sephora, but now it's actually JCPenney. So anyway, I just bought some random stuff and did not spend any money just on my gift card. So I got this sweater, and I don't know, I just love a pretty bright blue like this. I think that it looks good with my skin tone and my eye color and stuff. So I don't really know how much it was. That is a St. John's Bay t-shirt. I got a bra. We'll just leave that in the bag. And that's just one of those Warner's like wire-free bras, and I wear those all the time. And again, I was just trying to spend the gift card, so I saw that and I was like, heck, I'll get one. It was like a doorbuster, so it was on sale, although I still think that I can get it cheaper at Walmart most of the time. But anyway, I got one. And then I found this t-shirt that I just thought was, it's one of those really like soft kind of thin t-shirts. I don't know what it says. It's something inspiring. Inhale, exhale, repeat. So I like that because y'all know that I still love Pilates, even though I've stopped going, but I definitely intend on starting back. And then I got some of their hand soaps because I thought that would be good. And these are on sale for $3.99. And so I got 4 of them. 2 of that scent and 2 of this one. I tried to smell them while I was in there. They're just the foaming hand soaps, you know, similar to the Bath and Body Works. So I thought, well, that will be good. And so I checked out and I still had like $29 left on my gift card. And I used that snail mucin stuff on my face, and I saw some of that in the makeup thing. I had already been through there once. So I went back and I got some of the peptide eye cream. So we'll see how I end up liking that. My eyes are pretty sensitive, but the snail mucin stuff that I use on my face doesn't seem to have any scent or anything. They did have like a little tester setting out, and I tried to pump some out on my hand, but it was empty. It didn't work. I thought, oh well, I will just risk it. If I don't like it, it doesn't really matter. I can give it to somebody at work or whatever. So that is my little JCPenney haul, and was super happy that I did not spend any of my cash. So with that being said, I probably will check back in with y'all in the morning for meal prep. So see you then. Alrighty guys, it is time for Sunday meal prep. I know I already showed y'all the meals yesterday whenever I was planning to get groceries, but we are making that crock pot kind of chicken fajita stuff. I'm also going to make my cauliflower fried rice. No, I'm also going to make my cauliflower Spanish rice to go along with that instead of using regular rice, because I will eat that with my baked Tostitos and stuff this week. And then I'm also going to make some ground beef with ramen noodles. Seemed like an interesting recipe that I found, so let's just get into it. I still need to make my egg bites as well. I will not record the egg bites today. I did in last week's video, so I will link that video up here for you if you want to reference that back, because the egg bites are literally the same every week. So occasionally I record them and most of the time I don't. I'm gonna get my crock pot meal going because it's already like 1 o'clock, so I'm running super behind today. I did sleep in this morning because I did take a long nap yesterday. Didn't get up until like 7:30, and then it was probably 2 o'clock this morning before I could go back to sleep by the time that I got my video edited that y'all are hopefully enjoying today from last week's vlog and meal prep. So anyway, with all of that being said, let me get my stuff out. I think I need chicken, some peppers, which you can see those back there. Charlie already has my bell peppers diced. I bought 6, 3's for the eggs and 3 is for this recipe. Although this original recipe called for 2 peppers and 1 onion, but we always leave out the onion, so I just substituted an additional pepper. Sorry if you hear the dogs. They are literally in there tapping around and eating. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, yeah, a can of beans. Pretty easy recipe. Some diced tomatoes, which I did get some canned diced tomatoes at the grocery store. Stuff like that. Seems pretty easy. I need to get that put in the crock pot so that it can start cooking. It needs to cook on high for at least 4 hours. Then we will shred the chicken. And while that's cooking, I will go ahead and make my egg bites. And then once I get those out of the way, then we will do the ramen. And at some point, I will do the cauliflower Spanish rice in there as well. So anyway, I'm going to move you over to the crock pot. We're going to get all the ingredients out and get that going. And this crock pot, this Ninja crock pot that I showed y'all in last week's video, and you'll see it again, it is really good. It cooks really fast. It seems like it gets really hot and cooks everything fast. So I am comfortable with setting it for 4 hours, and well, I'll probably set it for 5 just to give me a little extra time. But then it should be good to go. And yeah, let me get y'all moved and get my ingredients out, and we will throw that in the crock pot. All right, so here is my crock pot. I've got it already on so that it can start warming up a little bit. I set it for 5 hours on high, And to the crock pot, you're gonna add however much chicken you want. We usually do 2 to 3 chicken breasts, just kind of depending on how big they are. Charlie prepped all 3 of them today, so I try to do about 24 ounces. That way we each get 4 ounces per serving, because I do divide this into 6 servings. But do however much chicken you want. And to this, we are going to add in 1 packet of taco seasoning. Normally I would do hot and spicy, but I'm almost out of taco seasoning, so we're just gonna do an original today. It should be fine. It doesn't always have to be too spicy, because we are gonna go in with some jalapenos as well. That's one ingredient I forgot. So here are my diced bell peppers. I'm gonna put those in. And then we have 2 little jalapenos diced up. Charlie diced those into little tiny pieces, so that's gonna give me some heat that I like. If you don't like jalapenos, just leave them out, like I do the onions. Some people don't. It took me a while before I got used to actually eating jalapeno peppers. And then it calls for 3 diced Roma tomatoes, or 30 ounces of like canned diced tomatoes. So I just have some of those here. And that is gonna be it. It says to give it a good mix. I may add a little salt and pepper, just because those tomatoes don't have any seasoning. And then we're gonna mix it up a little bit and just let it cook. And then there is a cheese sauce. It is 1 cup of fat-free cottage cheese and 1 or 2 cups of the Mexican blend cheese that I picked up yesterday. So we're gonna blend that up in my little blender and pour that over the top once the chicken is done. I'm not going to do that right now until it gets time to put it on, just because I don't want it to like thicken up or whatever if I stick it in the refrigerator, and I don't want to leave it out for 4 hours. So once I get ready to shred the chicken, then we will add in the cheese sauce. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a mix. And again, I have this sitting on high for 5 hours, but I do believe that it will be ready in the 4 hours, because this crock pot, y'all, she gets hot. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to pop the lid on, let that cook. Oh, guess what? I completely forgot about my black beans. I went to clean up my mess, and my drained and rinsed black beans were in the sink. The black beans go in as well. Now I'm gonna give it another mix, and then we'll be back. I felt like I was missing something, but I knew I'd gotten everything out. I just didn't see my beans. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the cauliflower Spanish rice. It's pretty easy to make. If you haven't seen me make it before, I usually use 2 bags of the riced cauliflower. I do have half of a bag left over from a large bag that I had bought. Even though I did buy some yesterday, I'm gonna see if this is enough. If not, then I will go get one of my other bags. Okay, so that looks like plenty. So I'm gonna salt and pepper it and put the lid on, and then I'll be back in a moment to put the 2 cans of Rotel in. This basically just needs to soften up a little bit. It doesn't take very long to de-thaw. Alright, so it's only been a couple of minutes, but this is already softened up. So we're going to go in with our 2 cans of Rotel. And I have 1 original and 1 fire roasted. Give that a little mix. Then I'm going to go in with some fajita seasoning, because that's what I usually put in here. Like I usually make this when I make my chicken fajitas, and it's good. So we're going to do some fajita seasoning, and then some ground cumin and some chili pepper. And here's the ground cumin, and then just a little bit of chili powder. Then I'm going to turn this down on low so that it doesn't burn. It just needs to sit here and cook until all of the liquid evaporates, and it will look like rice. And it's delicious, and it's 0 points. It's one of my favorite sides to make. Well, I typically make it, like I said, when I do the chicken fajitas, and to me this is similar to chicken fajitas, even though it's going to be shredded chicken and kind of like a burrito bowl or something, or a fajita bowl. Once this is ready, I will just plate it up in the containers that I'm going to plate my other food up in, and then just show you once we get the chicken and stuff done. So Again, that's all that there is to it. It's just going to cook probably for like 15 to 20 minutes until all of the liquid has evaporated, and it'll be kind of dry and fluffy like rice. Alrighty guys, I'm getting ready to start on this ground beef and ramen. So I have all of the ingredients here. We're basically going to make a sauce first from the soy sauce, the hoisin sauce, a little bit of sriracha. In here I have half a teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. We're also going to add in a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. That's going to make our sauce that's going to end up going over the noodles and the beef. After that, then I'm going to brown the ground beef with just a little bit of sesame oil, and then we're going to take that out of the skillet, put the ramen in. I'm kind of doubling the recipe because hers called for 2 packs of ramen, but I definitely don't want my $10 in ramen to go to waste. So I was going to use 3 packs, and I thought, you know what, her recipe calls for 2. Her recipe calls for 1 pack of stir-fry vegetables, and I have 2, so we're just going to double it. It calls for a pound of ground beef. I don't have 2 pounds of ground beef, but that is okay. So anyway, I think it's going to be pretty easy. We will see how it turns out. Let's see here if this will focus. Okay, there we go. This is from Belly Full, and this is a ground beef ramen bowl. So that's what I'm making. I will leave the link to this recipe down in the description box below, but it looks pretty easy. So we're going to make the sauce, set it to the side, brown the ground beef, set it to the side, cook the noodles, add in the veggies, and then bring everything back together and pour the sauce over it, and then we will have a ramen bowl. And yeah, so let's get started. Alrighty, we are going to go ahead and mix up our sauce, then we will get started cooking our ground beef. For the sauce, let me go back down to the recipe here. Okay, her recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, so we are going to do 6 tablespoons. Which, let's see here if I can weigh it. So 2 tablespoons is 39 grams or 38 grams. I can't really see that. Okay, so if I multiply that by 3, then we need 114 grams. So we're going to weigh it that way. 117, close enough. We need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, so that's going to be 30 milliliters. There we go, 33 milliliters, close enough. We need half a tablespoon. Oh no, I need double on the soy sauce as well, so we need 60 milliliters. I forgot I was doubling it. I want to make sure I have plenty of sauce since I'm going to use the 4 packs of the ramen. And then we need a tablespoon of sriracha, which is 15 grams. And her recipe does call for half a tablespoon. Alright, 15 grams. And then we need 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And so we're just going to literally use our tablespoon there for that. Oh, actually, we need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then we have our half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of pepper. All of that's going to go in. And I'm just going to give that a good mix. Smells good. I'm not really sure what's in that hoisin sauce, but I like it pretty well. Okay, we're going to set this to the side, and let me see what skillet I'm going to use, because I need something big enough to put the ramen in and the veggies. Maybe I'll use that big black pot. I need a wok, but I don't have one. Okay, we're going to use this. It's nice and deep. It's probably too big, but I would rather it be too big than too small. So we're going to put in a couple of tablespoons of sesame oil. It really doesn't take a whole lot of sesame oil, and this is just the Kroger brand. It is pretty strong. Now her recipe does call for some scallions, to put that down in here with the ground beef as well. Y'all know I'm gonna leave those out, but if you want to use scallions, she does call for 3 scallions, the diced white and green parts separated. I'm trying to let my oil warm up a little bit. Okay, I think it's hot. We're gonna go in with our ground beef, and I am gonna salt and pepper that, of course. So I'm going to brown this up and then we'll be back. Okay, we are back. Ground beef is done. I drained the grease off of it. So we are just going to remove it and put it in a bowl. Okay, then we're gonna add 5 cups of water and bring it to a boil. So I'm gonna turn my heat back up and get my ramen ready. And you do not need the sauce packet that's in with the ramen, because we made our own sauce. I'm gonna stick the lid on that for a minute to see if it will come to a boil faster. Okay, now it just says to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. I feel like it's gonna take a little bit longer. I'm gonna go for probably 8 to 10 minutes until all of the ramen is softened up and the veggies as well. Then we're gonna drain off the excess water. Okay, so our ramen is done. I'm going to drain all of the liquid, all of the water off. Okay, I think I've got all of the water drained. We are gonna go ahead and add back in our ground beef. And we're gonna add in our sauce. Okay, sauce is in there, so we are just going to mix it up really well and let this cook for a couple of more minutes. And this is done. This is a fairly easy meal prep. Now we are going to cook some of our chicken pot stickers to have with this. I have no idea what it tastes like. I've not tasted it, but I will leave my rating on the screen here. Let me get it plated up and show y'all the finished product. But yeah, it's got to just set for a couple more minutes. Looking good. Look at that. Ground beef and ramen. Alrighty guys, here is the finished ground beef and ramen. It is pretty spicy. I did taste a little bite as I was plating it up. At first I thought, oh, it doesn't have much flavor, but then that little spice kicked in. So we'll see how it is, but super excited to try this week. I think that these are big portions. I probably won't even be able to eat all of it. But yeah, looking good. And all I have left to do is to finish up the chicken in the crock pot, get that shredded and plate that up, and then this meal prep will be done. Alrighty guys, chicken is done. Charlie shredded it up for me while I was swapping out my laundry. All we need to do is make our cheese sauce and put back in here, and then this will be ready to plate up. Let me grab my cottage cheese and my Mexican blend cheese. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make our cheese sauce. We need basically a cup of the fat-free cottage cheese. I used half of this morning to make my egg bites. I'm just going to go ahead and use the rest in this, if it'll fit in this cup, because it also calls for 2 cups of Mexican blend cheese, which that's going to be the only thing in the whole recipe that actually counts points, I believe. Otherwise, everything's going to be 0 points, including the cauliflower rice, everything that's in the chicken, so not bad if you ask me. So we're going to mix up 2 cups of Mexican blend cheese with 1 cup of cottage cheese, and then the juice of a lime is going in here as well, which I think I'm going to go ahead and put my lime in before I add in the Mexican cheese. Otherwise, I'm afraid that I will make a mess, which I might anyway. We'll see. Okay, so lime juice is in there, and then 2 cups of cheese, which is exactly what this is. Let's see if I can fit this in there as well. I don't know if it's going to fit. We may have to get the big blender out. Okay, that is full. Let's see if it actually blends. Be right back, because this is going to be loud. Okay, that is too much. I'm going to have to get the big blender out. Okay, let's try it in the big blender. Okay, we got some blended up cottage cheese and Mexican cheese. If you don't like cottage cheese, you could probably do the non-fat Greek yogurt would be another good one. Let me take this blade out and we will get this in our chicken and get it mixed up. And it'll be ready to plate up. All right, we're going in with the cheese. We'll see how this does. Okay, so we are just going to mix this cheese up in here and then I'm going to plate it up. I've already plated up the Spanish cauliflower rice. And hopefully this is good this week. Again, we will eat this with chips and you can put hot sauce on it, whatever you want. I'm gonna let it just sit for a couple of minutes and plate it up. I'll be right back to show you the final dish. Alrighty guys, here is the final meal. So we have the chicken and then the cauliflower rice, and smells good. It actually seems a lot like taco soup. So we will see how it is this week. Of course, it's got the cheese in it and the bell peppers and stuff that my taco soup normally doesn't have. So I'm hoping that it is good. We do have some other cheese dip and stuff to put on it. And yeah, again, the only thing in this whole meal that would actually count points is the Mexican blend cheese. Everything else is 0. So that's going to wrap up meal prep today. Alrighty guys, thank you for joining me for another kind of weekend vlog and Sunday meal prep. I hope that y'all are enjoying these videos. I've been enjoying making them lately. It's kind of like I got my little spark back for creating content again. Be sure to check out my budgeting videos and stuff as well. I will link my latest one up here for you. I love you guys. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great week.